Something stinks. Something stinks like bullshit. Hi, it's me again, and just a quick little video of this, but I thought it was important to talk about because so many people still believe that they have TV license detector vans that roam around and can tell what you're watching. I get this comment a lot. Now, I'm not saying they don't have vans with TV license detection written on the side or never did, because there are pictures and evidence and even videos of these vans with comedy aerials on the roof driving around to try and scare people, parking on your street. But that's all it was. It was an intimidation tactic. It's, a mystery. They want you to believe they can do all these things to scare you into paying for your license. They couldn't. Well, there is some evidence to say that possibly with the CRTs, but I don't see it. And they certainly can't nowadays. So I wanted to talk about this one just quickly because on the FOI request that I like to look at and file many of my own, I saw this one. TV license prosecutions as a result of evidence from detector vans. Now, I already knew what the answer was going to be for this, but that was just my belief. This is now factual. So this is what John Piper wrote on the 31st of March 2023. Please can you supply the following information. 1. The number of TV licence prosecutions taken place where evidence from a TV detector van has been submitted to the court. The number of successful TV licence prosecutions where evidence from a TV detector van has been submitted to the court. Whether TV licence vans are a figment of the BBC's imagination. Yours faithfully, John Piper. And weirdly, because I hardly ever get any responses now to my FOI request, none that please me anyway, they've responded. Look, this is from the BBC. Look, this document here. And if you want to read the whole document, because I'm only going to read a couple of bits out of it, in the link in the description, you'll find this. Thank you for your request to the BBC in March under the Freedom of Information Act 2000, seeking this information. Right, we already know what he's written. Let's get to the meat of it. Part 1 and 2 of your request. As stated on the TV licensing website, TV licensing has not, to date, used detection evidence in court. Okay. The reason for that is that under the TV licensing's current prosecution process, the presentation of detection evidence in court is unnecessary. Something stinks. Something stinks like bullshit, doesn't it? If you had these magical vans that can produce evidence that people are watching something they shouldn't, why have you never ever used that in court? I already knew this fact. That's how I know the TV licenses TV license detector vans are absolute nonsense. If they had the ability to detect people watching stuff they shouldn't be watching, do you not think they would use that all the time? Because they love prosecutions and they love scaring people into paying for the TV license fee. That's their main sales tactic. It's not pay your license fee and enjoy some wonderful British BBC content. No, it's pay it or we'll send the boys round. If they had the ability to detect what you were watching, they would be doing it. And it would be showing up in court. The fact that it's not tells you everything you need to know about the detector vans. There's never been one court case that has involved evidence from a TV detector van. Ever. This is because TV licensing uses detection equipment when applying for search warrants. 1 or 2 search warrants a year at the moment. And I might do a follow-up FOI on this to see how many search warrants were issued with evidence gained from a TV detector van, because I bet you any money you want, it's none. If following service of a warrant an individual is found to be evading payment of the TV licence, then the evidence obtained via the search warrants is used in court, not the detection evidence, because there is none. However, TV licensing reserves the right to use detection evidence in court in the future. Okay. How many years have you been saying you've got TV detector vans? Since what, the 60s? And not one piece of evidence has ever been given in court from them. But you reserve the right to do it in future. Good. So I just thought we could talk about that quickly because I think it's important. Because they use that as one of their scare tactics. They've got 3 scare tactics. Well, 4 really, haven't they? They've got the letters, they've got sending the boys round, they've got the threat of court, and they've got the vans. That's all they've got. That's how they sell licenses. Any other products being sold in that manner would have been outlawed years ago. But no, that's how they do it. And now we know they're lying about the vans. If you're not lying, BBC, about the vans, let's have a look at one then. And I promise to be completely unedited and show you can prove me wrong and I'll upload the video straight of one of your vans if you let me have a look at one. How about that? What do you think about this? Let me know your thoughts on it. It's total nonsense, wasn't it? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there leaving your comment, hit all the buttons and everything as well. So if you do that, hopefully I'll get to see you in another video again soon, won't I? Ta-da.